We are looking at China this morning and the recent aggression on Joe Biden's watch. It has been ramping up in the last 2 years. My next guest knows the CCP quite well. She's a survivor of Mao's revolution. Xi Van Fleet joins me now. She's also a 1776 Action Senior Fellow. Xi, thanks very much for being with us. We so appreciate your time. Talk to us about your escape, how you escaped, and the CCP's recent aggression. You've seen this before.
Yes, I grew up in South China and spent my first 26 years in China, so I know all about oppression, indoctrination, and control. So that is what we see today, that we allow TikTok, a CCP-controlled platform, come to America and have direct access to our young adults and children. And it's where that the pedophiles and groomers can talk directly to the young children and encourage them to leave their parents if their parents oppose their transition. And this is absolutely devastating because in China, they control every part of people's life, including the social platform. And the children are not allowed to go to the Chinese version of the TikTok and during certain time, and their content is totally different.
Yeah.
I don't know why we can't see it. I don't know why we don't have the determination to ban it, because it is absolutely dangerous to our country.
And it's not just TikTok, right? I mean, the Chinese Communist Party has been having a surveillance program underway on America now for some time. They sent a surveillance balloon to fly throughout the country, and it did so for about a week, picking up information about our military and our military installations. We've, of course, seen police stations in America run by CCP officials. So I want to get your take on the impact on America, because I know what you've seen in China, but I mean, we've got a whole host of new rules and laws that the CCP has just put down after marching into Hong Kong. Got the PRC counter-espionage law, anti-monopoly law, the national intelligence law of the People's Republic of China, the PRC anti-foreign sanctions law, the unreliable entities list law, China's cybersecurity law. All of these laws that they just put in place enables the CCP to march into any foreign business and steal their intellectual property. Is this Xi Jinping trying to model himself on Mao Zedong? What do you think's going on? What are they trying to do with this Marxist thread that seems to be traveling throughout America as a result of the CCP?
Yeah, I would say that in Mao's time, that even though he had ambition, he did not have the wealth to make it possible for him to do anything more than just control China and influence the third world. But now Xi Jinping feels like he had both power and he had the wealth, and he showed absolutely without any hesitation that he has global ambition, and he has the ability to do that, and that's different. So in many ways, I think he's much more dangerous than Mao ever was.
Wow. Yeah, I'm with Gordon Chang this morning. Few people know more about the threat here than you do, Gordon. And let me just say that a new research center poll finds that nearly 60% of Americans do view TikTok as a threat to national security. 17% say it's not a threat, but 64% of Americans are also saying they're very or somewhat concerned about how the app handles users' data. This is just one part of it, Gordon. Jump in here.
Yeah, the important thing here is that we know that TikTok poses two national security threats: stealing data and also propagating China's propaganda through the algorithm. And the question for Xi Van Fleet is, why can't we Americans, even though we know all of this, why can't we ban TikTok or at least force its sale to an American company?
I think one party benefit from it, and that's why.
Well, I mean, Xi, let me just ask you what you think should be done in the face of all of this. I mean, what would you like to see America, how or should America be responding to all of this aggression from the CCP?
It's just we have to stop it, and we have to let people know that we can do it. But The problem is the Democratic Party wants it. They do not want to ban it. And that's just the simple fact.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm talking more than just TikTok right here, Xi, in terms of what we've been seeing. Let me just, before you go, how did you escape, Xi? How were you able to do that? And do you still have family in China?
Yeah, no, mine is different. Mine is when China opened it up and we were able to apply for universities. If we get scholarship and what, we were able to come out. And that was the early age when China opened it up. So
it was different there. It wasn't Xi Jinping.
It's different.
Yeah, very different. Xi, you'll have to come back. This is a subject that we care deeply about. We so appreciate your time this morning.